Have you ever dreamed about going into another world full of magic and weird things? Alice in Wonderland is a 1951 American animated musical fantasy adventure film produced by Walt Disney Productions and based on the Alice books by Lewis Carroll. The story begins when Alice receives some history lessons from her big sister, lessons she never pays attention to. While Alice plays with her cat named Diana, she keeps imagining how her own world would be like. Suddenly, Alice sees a white rabbit wearing a jacket and a cloak. She finds it quite odd, but decides to follow it anyways. She ends up falling in a rabbit hole that takes her into different places and adventures. She even finds a blue caterpillar, a mad hatter, and a funny-looking hare.
You mean impossible?
No, impassable. Nothing's impossible. Why don't you try the bottle on the table?
Table?
However, the movie is suitable not only for girls, but also boys because of the way it's portrayed. Even if the character is a female, her personality is different from the common stereotype that Disney normally uses for female protagonists. The fantasy of this story is Portal Quest for the reason that Alice is more adventurous, which also attracts more audience. This story has a plot that reminds the oldest viewers of the time when they play and had the ability to have a great time without any sort of technology. We can see that being a kid doesn't mean to be ignorant, but regardless of the fact that Alice gets bored while reading the book, we can see that she enjoys learning a lot of real stuff.
Oh, look! The bottle! The bottle!
On the other hand, even though the movie is targeted for young children from ages around 6 to 12, we can find various scenes with content clearly not appropriate for the young innocent minds of the fans. A good example could be the walrus scene, where he tricks the baby oysters before eating them. Or maybe another one could be the scene where we have a caterpillar that is always smoking nargile. This could open the mind of the kids to take these habits when they grow up. The story can also be quite confusing as the movie doesn't use a logical sequence, which makes it difficult to understand the real meaning of it.
Who are you?
Well, I hardly know, sir.
Alice in Wonderland is a surreal experience, but an enjoyable one. While it could be a confusing and weird, you will still find a fun movie with the Disney charm you come to expect from a movie by the studio. For this reason, we grade the movie with a score of 4.5 from 5 stars.
A very merry birthday to me. To me.
Oh, you?
A very merry birthday to you.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.